Hello and welcome to RC Hobbies. Long time no see, my friends. On this video, if you've got a wltoys 12428 and as you know, the shocks are really bouncy. They're not an oil type, field type of shock. If you try to put any oil in it, it all just leaks out. I've solved the problem for this. This is a cheap and easy way of fixing and giving the wltoys some good suspension without forking out on shocks, especially if you're new to the hobby and you've got one of these and you just want to make it a little bit better. This is a cheap and simple way to do it. You'll need some, you can buy them in bags of assorted O-rings. You can see that, a little O-ring. You'll need 2 of these. These are a 3mm centre and a 5mm outer. But like I say, if you buy a bag of, you'll get an assortment of them like that. And this is how to fix it. Now, I originally did this idea a while ago without the O-rings. I filled up the shock with grease and it worked really well. But it came flooding out the bottom eventually and just filled up with rubbish, and it was an absolute pain. And it was all dirty. And while cleaning out my shed today so I could get some videos done, I realised I had some O-rings and I thought, you know what, I can solve this problem, so let's go ahead. So this one's filled with grease anyway, because like I said, I did it with grease ages ago, but most of the grease has come out. And what we need to do, in the very end, you'll see a little plastic cap. This is what any of the oil or plastic just comes out of. Put a screw in there, give it a little tug, and you'll see this little plastic little O-ring thing come out, which is pointless. Get your O-rings. They fit in here perfectly. This is why you need 2 to fill the gap. There we go. See, we have 2 in there. See that? Absolutely spot on there. Clean the end of that cap. Then we put our cap on. Making sure it's nice and tight. And then get your plunger. It's a plastic plunger. We've got to feed it in. This is the little tricky part. But once it's done, it's done. You might have to give me a second on this. It's a little hit and miss until we get it. There we go, we're in. And we poke this through, pull it down to the bottom. What I've got to do, I've got some grease in a syringe, and we're going to fill it up. And then we just slowly push it to the top, very, very slowly, so it doesn't push the grease out. And then when you pull it back down, it sucks the grease back in. And then you can fill it up once more. Now, obviously, you'd use oil with shocks, but these are just plastic, crappy shocks. So you need something with some good viscosity. And there we go, we are now topped up. It is a messy job, but once it's done, the results are spot on. Just put the cap back on. Now, as you see, there's a dead spot. That's where there's an air pocket. So push it up and down, then slowly pull it to the bottom, and then undo it again. There we go. As you see, we've sucked that grease back down there. got rid of one of the air pockets. You see it pop bubbling at the top. Go really slowly. Top up with a little bit more grease. What I do is just slowly push it up, release the air, and then pull down fast. And that sucks as much as the air out as you can. Let's put the cap back on. Oh yeah, much better. You will feel a little bit of pocket in there. There's nothing you can do unless it's actual liquid. But as long as it's filled up enough. See, got it some more in there. And there we go. I say that's at least 3/4 filled. So put the cap back on. Just get another piece of tissue, wipe your fingers. I hate the feel of grease. I think most people do. So now we're on. It's quite smooth now, all the way through. That's what you want. Put the end part back on. Oop. Spring. And the cap for your spring. And there we go. That feels nice, that. Now remember, with having the 2 O-rings at the bottom, you're not going to get grease escaping from here. And that's the trick. If you can do that, then they're going to work spot on. Because to be honest, like I say, it's a wltoys. It's not, you know, it still costs around about, what? Maybe about 16 quid for a full set of shocks for them. And this, buy the O-rings. Let me just adjust this. We buy the O-rings, it's going to be, it's only going to cost you a couple of quid. Right, so this is the bit I always hate with these. Lift up this a bit more, there we go. Right, so just got to pull this back where it was. You can see that on my video there. I'll focus. I don't think we're even in there. No, we are not. Keep it awkward. It's just like, well, it's not awkward, it's just fiddly. Like everything else. Right, we've got one in. Let's get the other one in. This now is running 3S. I got the motor and ESA from kindly donated by Big Beard RC and RC Man. I'll leave links in the bottom of the channels. Bunch of great guys. Right, what's that one in? A little twist. You still see there. Yep. There you go. And I'll show you. You ready? Look at that. No bounce. That was the front. I'm going to do the front in a minute. Bounce on the front. Look at the back. And just squish down. Come back up. And there we go. It's just a really simple, easy fix, and it should last quite a long time. Obviously, time will tell, but which means it's going to go over bumps a lot more easier now. From what I can see underneath, yep, there is none coming through. But yeah, well, I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and bye. Don't forget to like.